6. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Okay, ready?
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's brought in downfield by London. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to try and take off with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage. And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Booker now off play action. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. There he goes, right side. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? To throw on second down, here's Hooker. That'll be caught by St. Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hooker's going to throw it. Touchdown! David Montgomery taking it in. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ritter back to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. bootlegging out here. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Going play action. Ritter. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Ritter from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's Hooker to throw it. That is caught by Laporta. And they work convert this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is getting...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin the drive with Robinson. Able to slither by. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And very well, he did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz and reach tackle because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On play action, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
Now, like that, he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
So if they're playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up a touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson. 55 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Come on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Ritter on 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Ritter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in the first third quarter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Hooker. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A final shot before break. Hooker, he's airing it out for Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Rattler. Rig alert. Panther 11.
A final shot before break. Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. It's the same case on that play. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was over 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Off play action. Here's Hooker rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
19 Lions. Go street.
Now Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hooker. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing. Hooker. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
18, pioneers.
They'll sneak it. Hooker. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Third and goal. Here's Hooker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field.
Ready, break.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hooker's going to throw it. Now he's forced out right. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.